What up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome back to Sunday Spookies. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Um, I am just not feeling too great. You could probably sense it in my nasal voice. Also, why am I a little blurry? But appreciate you guys hanging out. Apologize for my my nasal voice today. I'm a little under the weather. Yesterday was kind of a mess for me. But I wanted to make sure I got on here because we got Vinegar Syndrome February announcements, man. February announcements. I'm excited. The fact that it fell on a Sunday was pretty cool, so I can do my Sunday Spookies kind of live. I didn't really prepare a show, to be honest with you. I'm gonna do the Vinegar Syndrome stuff and then a couple things I got for you guys, but that's really the big thing. But yeah, so Vinegar Syndrome February announcements today. We got about 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes or so. We know a few things. I actually took a picture of it. I didn't prepare any photos for you guys, nothing. I should have uploaded this picture. But we know a few things about today's drop. Okay, and the first thing that we know, at least I can pull it up, is Demonwarp. Okay, so that is happening. And I did a short on that this past week or maybe the week before. It's a I don't know what year Demonwarp came out. I gotta check back, but I think it's like late 80s, maybe like 1990-ish vicinity. But Demonwarp is like a really kind of like super super B movie schlocky creature feature ish kind of thing, about this big Sasquatch monster that's like almost in the same vein as like a backwoods slasher. And the majority of the movie is him like attacking this group of teens that kind of are camping out in the woods at this cabin. And then it turns into something completely different. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's a fun movie, man. I know it gets some slack for being bad. I love it. I love Demonwarp. It's a great movie, and it hasn't had a release since VHS, to my understanding. I believe. Don't quote me on that. So I'm really excited for that. I have it on VHS, and I love the movie. It's just a lot of fun, and it really reminds me of the things that Vinegar Syndrome used to put out, man. Like back in the day, these kind of B movies that are lost on physical media, and they are saving it. So I'm really excited about that. So that's dropping today. I'm excited to see what they do with it, what the artwork's like, what kind of extras it's got. I'm hoping it's like a hard box. It's got to be. So we got that coming in just a couple minutes. We also have a 1980s Italian horror movie. That's going to be a 4K UHD as well. It's a UHD plus Blu Ray, and I actually love that they do that. And then we've also got an early 90s erotic murder thriller. It's uncensored 4K UHD. I'm down with that, man. Like they did Jade. I thought Jade was sick. They did Sliver. I thought Sliver was awesome. I remember Sliver from the 90s. So I'm down with these kind of like 90s style erotic thriller vibes. So I don't know what it's gonna be. If anybody has any idea, like drop it in the comments. I really don't know, man. But hopefully it's
guaranteed to jack you up.
Guaranteed to jack you up. So that's what we got coming today. Maybe they'll surprise us with like a DeGazer VHS or something along those lines. And then of course we have the partner label stuff. And you guys know me. I am a big I'm a Vinegar Syndrome subscriber, and pretty much the reason why I've subscribed is those partner label titles, because we get the discounts on the partner label stuff. So that is big for me. So I'm looking forward to the VS stuff today. And I'm looking forward to the partner label stuff because I usually pick up about like averaging, I would say 2 titles a month, but sometimes more, man. And I'm also, there's been a few things on the main site that I've been waiting to grab, like the Pink Line stuff. Tank Girl I'm going to get eventually. Shaim, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. We got the Elm Street Warrior in the house. Go check out his channel. He's kind of getting back into his YouTube thing. So definitely go check out his thing. Shaim and I randomly met at a convention over the summer, late summer, I think, or maybe September. And he's like, "Yo, Miles." I was like, "Yeah, man, what's up?" And I knew exactly who he was. And it was great to hang out, man. So appreciate you popping in. So yeah, we have a couple minutes away. 3 minutes away from the Vinegar Syndrome drops. Now, I do want to talk about this, so maybe I'll do it after. But have you guys ever seen Cold Hearts? I happen to have 2 DVDs, and I'll tell you why in a second. But this is a 1990s teen vampire flick. Super cool vibe. Um, and it stars Amy Jo Johnson from Power Rangers, the pink Power Ranger. And I'm gonna tell you why I have 2 copies, and it's ridiculous. But I picked this up on Amazon. Okay, it's a Synapse DVD, and I picked it up on Amazon, and it doesn't work. And so I tried the first one, it doesn't work. It skips and it just I can't watch it. I tried it again, ordered another one, figured I'd return the first one, and this one as well. Skips doesn't work. Has anyone seen this movie or have this DVD? And are they is the same thing happening to them? So I got to return these. Hopefully they take it. But I'm like nervous to order the actual from the actual site. It's a great movie and I want to own it, but I don't know what the hell's going on with the DVD here. But all right, we got about 2 minutes here, so let me share my screen. There's a couple other things I want to talk to you guys about after we go through the Vincent stuff. Let's head over to the site. All right, so yeah, we have about 2 minutes. Stacy, what up? Thanks for popping in. What are my favorite kills in the 90s? Oh gosh, I don't know. You're putting me on the spot here. It's a great question. I don't know. Favorite kills in the 90s? I don't know, man. I have to think. It's not coming to me right now. Favorite kills in the 90s. You know what has great kills? I really like Valentine. I think Valentine, with David Boreanaz. I think that movie has a lot of original fresh kills. I love that flick. Best thriller of the 2000s. What are the 2 or 3 special features you want for every movie you want? That's a good question. I really like interviews with the actors. When there's like a big actor, like on the Umbrella Tanker release, they had a Lori Petty interview that I thought was awesome. I like hearing from the actors and actresses, in certain movies like, House of the Devil, I really like that they had Ty West because that movie is so endearing to me. And it's such such a powerful directorial piece. So like in movies like that, I really like hearing the director speak. But most of the time I like hearing from the actors and actresses. So that is that. But also, like, aside from the special features, one thing I love one feature that I love is when they do it. So a couple things coming today when they do the UHD and the Blu Ray, they give you both discs. That I love. Or like a Blu Ray and a DVD together. I just like owning the movie on different formats. So that is something I really appreciate. I want to get back to these questions, but we're about 25 seconds away. Yeah, Lori Petty's awesome. She's kick ass. She should have had a bigger career, man. Like she did Free Willy, and she was like slated for superstardom, and she just kind of fell off, which is interesting to me. But she was such a great actress. I love her. She's the reason why Tank Girl's so good, in my opinion. But okay, 3 seconds here, man. Let's see what we got. Ooh, 12:01. All right, there we go. All right, so there's Demonwarp. A quick run through. All right, so we got Demonwarp. We have Bacterion, which I've never heard of. Is that the erotic thriller, or is that the Italian horror film? I'm guessing that's the Italian horror film, and A Body of Evidence is the erotic thriller. Okay, I can get down with that. And we got a VSA and a cinematograph. Okay, so let's take a look. And then we'll get into partner label stuff. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at Demonwarp first. Let's do it. So first of all, let's take a look at the artwork. It's just a standard slip. That's kind of a bummer. This movie deserved more, in my opinion. But okay, it's got a limited edition slip cover. I wish it was a hard box, but what can you do? The artwork's banging. The artwork's sick. Yeah, this movie's awesome. Like, it gets a lot of like heat, but Demonwarp is sick, dude. I love Demonwarp. And you kind of see some of the monsters here. You know, it is definitely a creature feature. If you like B movies, like you're gonna love it. It's just a lot of fun. And again, the third act, I don't want to scroll through. It could be some nudity here. The third act, oh, there's this little Sasquatchian dude. Oh, let me go back here. The third act is bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. So what do we got here? We got a 2-disc set, 4K Ultra HD, and I believe you get the Blu Ray as well. Let's see. It said before UHD and Blu Ray. I think you get both. So 7,000 units. This thing's gonna sell out eventually. I can promise you that. It might take some time, but this is one of those titles that like people are gonna want. This is like old school Vinegar Syndrome. All right, so Dolby Vision in high dynamic range. I'm not sure what that means, but super cool. 2-disc set. Oh yeah, so you get the 4K and the region free blue. New scan, 4K from the 35 millimeter negative. So that's what Vinegar Syndrome typically does, which is excellent. So you got a commentary track with Emmett Alston and producer Richard Alberts. Okay. I'm not as big on the commentary stuff, but when it's movies I've seen, like Demonwarp, I've seen Demonwarp, I'm more inclined to watch the commentary the first time I watch it, which is probably what I'll do. But if it's like a first time watch for me, I don't typically watch the commentaries until I've seen it at least once. So we got Beasts and Breasts. Okay, so this is fucking awesome. This is super cool. Beasts and Breasts, a 19-minute interview with Michelle Bauer. Okay, Michelle Bauer doesn't have a huge role in the movie, but she is in the movie. She's just not in it from start to finish. I'm sure you can imagine, but she is in it for a decent amount of time, which is super cool. So this is awesome to me. You know, getting Michelle Bauer on this, I've never seen this extra, so that's freaking cool. I'm guessing all these are new extras because this movie never had a release outside of VHS, I don't think. So this is awesome. I'm really excited for the Michelle Bauer interview. Then you've got another interview, 25 minutes with Jim Burgess, who I think is the cop, the guy from Killer Clowns. Not Killer Clowns. I forgot. You got an interview with the director of photography, composer. So a lot of cool stuff, man. I'm pumped for this. I'm really excited for this release. I wish it was, my only complaint at the moment is that it's not a hard box. I wish it was a hard box. But it's okay. You know, it is what it is. Demonwarp sick, dude. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, I agree. I think the art is pretty badass. I'm really excited for this one. Again, my only complaint is that it's not a hard box. I wish it was a hard box because I think movies like this deserve it. You know, I think this kind of falls in line with some of the hard box stuff that they've done. But that's okay. All right, let's check out the other titles. We got Bacterion. So I think this is the 1980s Italian horror, which looks wild. AKA Panic. I feel like I might own this movie on DVD, to be honest with you. If it's called Panic, I feel like I might own it. I don't know. But let's take a look at some of these stills here. The artwork is sick. And it looks like a body horror creature feature, which is what I'm all about. Bacterion. I don't really know too much about it, but I feel like I own the DVD. But I'd have to take a look back. Hopefully there's no nudity in here. Oh, yeah. See, this looks badass. I'm very excited for this. Hell yeah. This looks great. Look at that guy. Or girl. Look at that thing. Whatever that thing is. Hell yeah. All right, let's see what this thing's all about, man. So 6,000 units. A small English town of Newton, a pharmaceutical company's experiments with a new vaccine take a disastrous turn when a laboratory accident triggers an outbreak of a deadly virus. With head scientist Dr. Adams missing and the authorities eager to keep the incident under wraps, Captain Kirk is Captain Kirk? What? That's ridiculous. This movie was made when? In 82, and you're telling me that they called him Captain Kirk? I mean, no one else thinks that's a little ridiculous? I mean, I guess it isn't a movie in Italy, but Star Trek had to have been worldwide at that point. Captain Kirk is hilarious. Is drafted in to try to get the situation under control. I can't get over that, Captain Kirk. When horrifically mutilated bodies start turning up, drained of all their blood and bearing strange radiation burns, the awful truth soon becomes clear that Dr. Adams has been transformed into a blood-drinking mutant and is on the rampage. With the area under quarantine, the pressures on Captain Kirk, can't get over that, to track down and eliminate Dr. Adams before the authorities take drastic action. Yeah, this looks badass, dude. I'm really excited for this. And I got to tell you, if you guys were kind of watching my late December videos, early January stuff, I was on the fence about subscribing, and I'm so glad I did, man. I think so far, January and February have both been badass. I'm really excited with both months so far. So Bacterion, directed by Tonino Ricci. You got some cast there. So it's 4K UHD, newly scanned from the 16 millimeter negative. This is a 1982 film, Italian horror. You got a commentary track. So again, on this one, I listen, maybe eventually I'll watch the commentary, but the thing with me is like when I haven't seen a movie, I'm not gonna watch the commentary first. So I'd have to watch this movie twice to really get the commentary. And so it's rare that I watch these things like twice in a row. You got the core of the monster, effects artist, that could be kind of fun. Latex Memories, another makeup artist. Then you got a featurette, that's kind of cool, 25-minute. Monster Kids, The Heritage of Tonino Ricci and Rino Carboni. Feature out with Robert Ricci and Adriano Carboni. So this looks badass, dude. I'm excited for this. Body horror is my favorite. So that is super badass. That's Bacterion. I mean, look at that thing, man. Look at that. All right, and then lastly, for the VS standard releases coming in the subscription, we got Body of Evidence. Now, who's in this? Madonna. Oh shit. Willem Dafoe. Okay, it's got a good cast. I don't really want to go through. So this has a slip case. Wait a minute. Is this a slip cover? Oh, this has a slip case and slip cover combo. Okay, so that's the difference. I probably should know that at this point, but hang on, let me see. This has just a slip cover. Yeah, this is just a slip cover. Okay, so the Body of Evidence is going to be one of those side loaders kind of vibe. All right, let's see. I'm a little nervous to kind of go through the pictures here, but let's see what we got. There's probably going to be some kind of nudity or boobs or something. An act of love and an act of murder. Now, let me tell you something. Again, they did Sliver and they did Jade. I love 90s erotic thrillers. I can't even tell you. I enjoy them so much. They're good movies. People, you can say what you want. It's just like, erotica. They're good movies, man. Sliver is a great movie. And it's not typical horror, but they're good, man. The 90s was built different. I really believe that. Willem Dafoe and Madonna, are you kidding me? Does anyone know anything about this movie? This looks awesome. When the wealthy Andrew Marsh, I'm thinking of Stan Marsh. When the wealthy Andrew Marsh is found dead of a heart attack in bed, the police don't know what to make of the homemade sex tape he died watching, nor the fact that he was discovered handcuffed, as it comes out that this much younger, BDSM-inclined girlfriend, Rebecca Carlson, that has to be Madonna, was not only on that sex tape, but also in his will for an $8 million inheritance. District Attorney Robert Garrett goes after her, accusing Rebecca of having cunningly made her own body the murder weapon, and with public opinion against her, only Carlson's defense attorney, Frank Delaney, seems to believe that she's innocent, but that's before things get considerably rougher, both in the court and in the uneasy confidence between Rebecca and her chosen counsel. I'm all about this vibe, yo. I'm really excited for this one. So yeah, again, there's this whole 1990s erotic thriller boom, man. And I dig that Vinegar Syndrome's doing these titles, man. I really do. Again, Jade was badass. Sliver was so cool. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for this one. And it's a hard box, slipcase, slipcover, the whole deal. And they're giving you the UHD and the Blu-ray, which is a feature that I really appreciate. I love owning the movie in multiple formats because to be honest with you, sometimes like I have my 4K player in my living room, and then I have my region free in my kind of like horror room here. And sometimes I just like to watch the Blu-ray. And I don't, want to go into the living room. I just like to stay in here and kick my feet up. So in those instances, like I appreciate having the Blu-ray. Yeah, I really do. So having both them is such a nice touch. That's one of my favorite features that labels do. So you have newly scanned and restored in 4K from the 35 negative, which is pretty standard for Vinegar Syndrome these days. You got 2 cuts. So this is a nice touch. 2 cuts on both discs. That's nice. So typically they'll give you the cuts on the Blu-ray, but they give you the cuts on both on the 4K and the Blu-ray, which is nice. So you got the unrated director's cut. It's gonna be spicy, and the R-rated theatrical cut. See, that's cool too. I appreciate that they do that kind of stuff. So you got seamless, sensual cinematography, interview with the cinematographer, interview with director Yuli Edel, the Madonna and the Whore. Okay. Video essays, a lot of extras on this 6-minute archival making of featurette. You got a 40-page perfect bound book, Scout to Foya. Dude, I'm down with this, man. I'm really excited for this. And again, like, say what you want about Vinegar Syndrome, but like, if you're a fan of this stuff, man, if you're a fan of like the 90s thriller stuff, like they're killing it, man. I really appreciate the 90s erotica stuff. I'm down with it. All right, so those are 3 Vinegar Syndrome standard mainline stuff for this month. Let me give him something for that.
Yeah, baby.
Because I dig it, man. I really appreciate. I really am down with the mainline stuff. And so far for January and February, I am super glad that I subscribed. I got to be honest with you guys. I think they've done a killer January, February. So let's take a look at some of the other stuff. Then we'll hit the partner labels. Is anything like down also in numbers? I doubt it. Don't be afraid of the dark yet. No, it's over 2,000. This is the one that I think is going to sell out probably the quickest. If people can get it open. All right, so we got Dead Boys Can't Fly. This is a VSA. Typically, I love the VSA line. So let's see what we got. A film by Cecil Howard. Dead Boys Can't Fly. Does anybody know anything about this? An Outrage in America. Is this a horror movie or is this a like a thriller? Also, we got 5 people in the stream. What up, everybody? Do me a favor and hit that like button before you do anything else. If you like hanging out here at Miles of Horror, appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love, man. Thanks for hanging out. So let's see what this is, man. Dead Boys Can't Fly. I'm like a little nervous to go through the pictures here because I don't know what this movie is, but it looks pretty wild. Not gonna lie. Is this a horror movie? What the hell is this thing? Again, I typically enjoy the VSAs. I have a ton of VSAs. I just don't really know what this is. Anybody know anything about this one? Let's see. So Dead Boys Can't Fly is part of our Vinegar Syndrome archive collection. It's celebrating forgotten cinematic oddities, yada, yada, yada. Unique to this line, yada, yada, yada. 4,000 units. I do like that the VSAs are a little more limited than the others. It's kind of cool. All right, so deadbeat amateur artist Buzz shows up at a New York office building in hopes of landing himself a job, but quickly finds himself humiliated by a sleazy employment agent in front of his glamorous new female secretary. When Buzz happens across the same woman later that night, he decides to vent his anger by viciously raping and stabbing her to death. The next day, with police on the hunt for the woman's murder, Buzz convinces fellow goons Jojo and sadistic crossdresser Goose to launch an all-out assault on the office building in order to score cash and drugs. No sooner are the trio inside the building than they begin torturing, raping, and slaughtering their way through the terror-stricken office workers, forcing janitor John, a Vietnamese veteran suffering from PTSD, to launch a counter-offensive against the hoodlums. Okay. This looks interesting. A gritty, blood-soaked throwback to the mean-spiritedness of 70s exploitation movies. This looks interesting. I might dabble with this. especially since it's a VSA, and I really like that one. 1992. So I mean, it was a great time period for horror, for sure. So I might hit this up, man. I might dabble with this thing. I think it looks kind of interesting. Looks like why am I drawing a blank? Chris's movie, John McClane, Die Hard. Looks like a more horror movie, like punk rock, like steampunk. Die Hard is what it kind of makes me feel like. Shinny Jinx. Thanks for popping in, man. What up? What up? Um, Jordan, I gotta tell you, I said this earlier in the stream, but I'm very glad I subscribed. I think January and February have been killer months so far. I think the three mainline titles this month are banging. I'm really excited for all three of them. Demonwarp, I love. So that alone is a fantastic release. I wish it was a hard box instead of just a slipcover, but it is what it is. Some of their best releases are just standard slipcovers, so it is what it is. But Bacterion looks awesome. Really excited for that. And Body of Evidence, you got a hard box, erotic, early '90s thriller. Like, dude, I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for that. I think another killer month that I'm really excited for. It's kind of like it was a solid blend. Like you have the old school Vinegar Syndrome vibe with Demonwarp, and then you got some other really cool stuff, like some body horror, some erotica. Like it seems to be hitting on my chords so far this year, both January and February. I'm sure there'll be some months that I'm not really crazy, but so far so good, man. I'm really happy with what they're doing so far. What do you think, man? Jordan, what do you think? I agree. I think Bacterion looks awesome. So lastly, the last release we have for the month from the mainline stuff is Boxcar Bertha, a Martin Scorsese film. Interesting. So the limited edition slipcase book bundle already sold out. How many do they have of those? I wasn't fast enough on that. I needed my book bundle. That's okay. I'm not going to get that, and I probably won't get this either. I gotta be honest with you guys, straight up. I am not a fan of the cinematograph line. I'm just not. It's not really my vibe. It was a cool idea in theory when they first started it, but I still have one title left that I haven't opened. I have Little Darlings. I never even opened it. People say it's great, but I'm trying to get rid of it. I never even opened it. It's just not my style. They're not horror movies. They're just kind of like dramas, and I'm sure they're all good movies. But it's just not really my vibe. So I'm not even gonna go into this one. You guys can check that out on your own. Boxcar Bertha. It's got a cool name. Good old Boxcar Bertha. All right, let's check out the partner stuff. Is probably my most excited stuff every month. All right, the Accidental Getaway Driver. This is a penis right here. Bad Luck Banking or Loony Porn. The hell is this? What the hell is this? Bad Luck Banging or Loony Porn. It sold 177 copies so far. 167 copies so far. A teacher finds her career from 2022 film. A teacher finds her career and reputation under threat after her sex tape is leaked. Forced to meet the parents and her dismissal, she refuses to surrender their pressure. Is this like a horror film or is this like a satire? Like what is this? Interesting. They got me with the artwork there. All right, we got The Banished. I'm gonna go through these in just a second. The Banished looks interesting. Brainstorm Media. ISC Films gave us Blackberry. Is that like a documentary on the film on the phone? You got The Bleeder. I don't know what that is. A rocker shocker. You've got Bye Bye Brazil. No idea what that is. Wild Eye coming in with Cat Sick Blues. Ooh, Wild Eye. I'm loving that Wild Eye's back in the fold, man. That's a penis right here. Yeah, I'm loving that Wild Eye is back in the fold, man. Big time. I am going to definitely check that out in just a second. I'm a big fan of Wild Eye. I have a big Wild Eye collection, ton of their DVDs, bunch of their Blu-rays. And then VH Shift Fest, Dead of Night. I really like VH Shift Fest as a company. I think they're awesome dudes. But they are a little hit or miss as far as their titles are concerned. We got a new Saturn's Core. Fuck yes. Deadwood Park. I gotta check this one out first. See what we got. Some more low budget goodness from Saturn's Core. Deadwood Park. Let's see what this one is. The small community of Eidolon Crossing once boasted a flourishing economy, fueled primarily by the rural amusement park Dogwood Park. Then the child murders began. Once the bodies of multiple murdered children were unearthed on the park's property, attendance declined and the town quickly withered into poverty and ruin. Over the course of 35 years, 26 children disappeared at the hands of an elusive murder, and the decaying amusement park was dubbed Deadwood Park by the superstitious locals. Former resident Jake Richardson returns to his parents' dilapidated farmhouse to search for answers surrounding his twin brother's childhood disappearance. Soon the spirits of the murdered children appear to Jake, luring him back into the decrepit grounds of Deadwood Park in an attempt to uncover the horrific and homicidal secrets buried deep beneath Eidolon Crossing. I'll probably pick this up because I'm a slut for Saturn's Core. Doesn't look like a perfect, one of my favorite Saturn's Core releases, but I'll probably pick it up because I like their stuff. We've got Embalmer. Ooh, that looks cool from AGFA. Let's just see what else there is. Bleeding Skull, Foiles Mertures, and the films of Antoine Pellissier. We got The Glassworker, some animated hoopla. We got Hoagie. Good old Hoagie from Art Label. That might be a new label, Art Label. I don't think I've ever seen that before. We got a documentary coming from ETR. We got La Cocina from Willa. I don't know what that is. We got Looking for an Angel from Connie Umbrella coming in with the title this month. Love and Other Catastrophes. We got a Shudder release, Out Come the Wolves. Petite Solange, Shanghai Blues. Damn, a big month, right? This stuff is still February. Yeah. All right, so we got Suo Duo, 2 films by Masayuki Suo. We got Swamp Dog. Swamp Dog gets his pool painted. Who's picking that one up? I gotta see this. Swamp Dog gets his pool painted. Ooh, this is cool. From Dark Star, Beyond the Wall of Sleep. The hell is this? Good old Swamp Dog gets his pool painted. The heck is this? This looks terrible. Hidden away in the deep suburbs of San Fernando Valley, he's a musician. Legendary cult musician Swamp Dog, alongside housemates Moogstar and Guitar Shorty, transformed his home into an artistic playground until they navigate tumultuous waves of the music industry and forge a wonderfully bizarre and inspiring path across time and space. Not my vibe. I got Teddy Out of Tune and then Unspeakable. What is this? Oh, what the heck is that? Is that the thing from The Thing? What is this? 351 left? Oh, it's only limited to 500. See, like this is what this is what happened with She Came from the Woods. They limited that slip to 500 and it just went quick. Do I need to pick this up? Let me hold on. Unspeakable Beyond the Wall of Sleep. It looks. Oh, Edward Furlong is in this? What the hell is this movie? All right, let's see what this is. Renowned onerologist. I don't know what that is, but anyone knows, hit me up in the chat. Ambrose London is requested to appear at Arkham Asylum. What? By newly appointed Dr. Barnard, started the strange case of James Phillips, a patient seemingly inhabited by the personality of Joe Slater, a denizen of the Catskill Mountain region, and a primitive colonial peasant of barbaric degeneracy, who had mysteriously vanished 122 years ago. Ambrose and Barnard's investigation takes an unexpected turn when Phillips and Slater is attached to London's dream machine that releases an alien life from Hellbent on world annihilation. Oh, Chad Farron. I just did dude, no way. I literally was just on a podcast with him last night. That's wild. I was just hearing him talk last night. Go check that out. I was on a podcast with him on the Dread broadcast last night. I had to dip a little early, but yeah, That's awesome. You got Ginger Lynn in here. This looks pretty sweet. Steve Rail's back. Okay. All right. Now we're talking here. Edward Furlong. Um, the fact that these people are involved makes me want to get it. And Chad Farron was really, really great hearing him talk. He's a really smart director. Interesting. This was kind of cool. I might pick this up. Should we watch the trailer? Let's see what we got. Let's watch the trailer.
This is why I called you in.
Is this split
Yeah, Edward
personality?
Furlong.
It's more than mere personality, Doctor.
Patient James Phillips. He proclaimed he had complete amnesia of the violent incident at Arkham State Prison.
Like
His eyes
Arkham. Isn't that like a trailer?
changed. A glowing,
It's like a Batman universe
bright,
movie that I don't
alien
know about.
blue.
This man was not a man. This man was pure evil.
James Phillips came to this institute 25 years ago.
25 years.
I believe a dark entity to be in his body.
It promises to guide me, show me the way.
What is this entity, Joe?
Something out of this world, Dr. London.
He's the destroyer!
Okay, that's you wild.
You've been touched by the hand of God.
It's inside of you, isn't it?
I am one.
What is it?
Okay, so here's the, now I know. And I'm gonna tell you in a second. And I'm gonna give you my thoughts because I know more about this than I thought.
It was like he was possessed.
You got Ginger Lynn in there.
Your destiny.
Yeah, you really need to watch that tape.
Okay, I have a few things I want to say. So first and foremost, I was on with Chad Farron last night, the director of this movie, and I now I remember. So there's an H.P. Lovecraft story. So Chad Farron also directed the old ones. So Jordan, I know you're hanging out. I sent you my copy of the old ones. So this is the same guy that directed that. It's another Lovecraft movie that he's doing. So he did the old ones, he did that sequel to that, and now he's doing another one. He also did Ed Kemper and a few other titles, but this is him. This is his movie, that same guy. And, you know, again, he was a wonderful guest last night. It was really, really nice to talk to him, but I didn't love the old ones. So I'm a little hesitant to get this, to be honest with you. It looks sweet. I probably will because it's the subscriber price is pretty legit. It's $20. It looks great. It really does. And I think the trailer looks great. And you got a great cast. You got Edward Furlong, Ginger Lynn, again, Chad Farron directed. It looks cool. And I kind of want to get it, but I'm a little hesitant because I was not a fan of the old ones. But now after kind of talking to him last night, it makes me want to give his movies another chance because he was so smart. Talking to him, he was so smart. And I really enjoyed hearing from him last night. But it's Unspeakable. This thing's going fast too, so I might have to jump on that today. We'll see. But you know, you got the standard. There's 454 of those left, 1,000 total. All right, let's take a look at another couple here on the partner level stuff, and then we'll call it a day. Also, any new VSMC? Let's take a quick look. Any new VSMC stuff? Got to be on the door slip. If anybody doesn't have Black Cat 1 and 2, this is a strong recommendation for me if you don't have it. It's been sold out for a while. Oh, damn, the hat sold out. Hat sold out. I'm glad I have mine. But the hat sold out, man. So a bunch of cool stuff there. All right, let's go back to partners. I want to see a couple other titles here. So The Banished. What is this? Brainstorm Media. What the hell, man? 347 left. So why are they doing this all of a sudden? Going to 500 units? Are they just not selling things? Like, what's happening? This is like the fourth title in this year that they're only doing 500 of the slit. Why is that? I don't understand that. So we got The Banished. Is that Sadie Sink? No, it can't be. What was that? I don't really know much about this one. Let's see. After her brother mysteriously goes missing, Grace ventures into the dangerous wilderness to find him. As she uncovers the horrific truth of his disappearance, she is faced with a darkness which threatens to claim her as well. All right, it's a recent movie, 2024. Meh. Probably pass on that. Is this a documentary? The BlackBerry thing? Interesting. The true story of the meteoric rise and catastrophic demise of the world's first smartphone, BlackBerry. This is interesting, but it's just not. I would never watch this, but it's selling, man. People want to watch this. 290 already sold. All right. Then we've got Bleeder. This is what I want to check out. Bleeder. I mean, anything about this one? A rocker shocker film. The Bleeder. Sweden's first feature film shot on video. Umatic, 1982 shot on video film. Interesting. Also, Sweden's only slasher movie, the overall clad hemophiliac, The Bleeder. You know what's so funny? I had my parents here yesterday. We did lunch and we were talking, and I didn't know what a hemophiliac was, and it just got brought up yesterday for the first time in my life. And they because my parents know someone who had a baby who's a hemophiliac. That was the second time in 24 hours that the word hemophiliac is getting brought up. Weird. It's bizarre. Anyway, the Bleeder's roaming the abandoned estate of Bifers, blood pouring from his eyes. The all-girl band Rock Cats, real-life band Revanche, have engine trouble with their tour bus in the middle of the woods. Guess where they end up? Hans Hotwig. Hans Hotwig is the legendary editor of the hugely successful Swedish pop magazine's Poster. He photographed the band himself and got Gene Simmons from Kiss to post the poster of the Bleeder. So what is this about? I don't really get it. So I guess a slasher about a bleeder. Does anybody know anything about this one? Selling. It's got 787 left. Anybody grab anything? Jordan says he's not grabbing anything yet. This looks meh to me. Maybe I'll watch the trailer later. And then Catsick Blues I want to check out. And then Dead of Night. Yeah, a bunch. Oh, and the Embalmer. Let's see what this thing's about. Agfa. Dude, this thing sold 439 copies already in the first 34 minutes. Should watch the trailer. Embalmer. This looks pretty badass. Let's see. This is a 1996 is a great era. I am probably gonna have to get this. Let's see. Okay, immediately this looks badass. Oh yeah, this is happening. I'm getting this for show. All right, let's add this to the card. I want this one for sure. And Bomber's going in. Agfa. Agfa's great. Agfa does some great stuff. Don't hesitate to grab from Agfa if you're not sure. That one's a definite for me. I'm gonna add Deadwood Park also because I love Saturn's Core. And let's check out Catsick Blues. I'll probably pick this up. I've heard of this movie, but I've never seen it. This one's selling pretty well too. Over 200 copies. Catsick Blues. I've definitely heard of this movie. I've just never seen it. Let's see what we got. Then again, there's probably a DVD of this also. His beloved cat dies. Grief fractures his mind beyond repair. Consumed by delusion and anger, he becomes convinced that 9 human lives are the key to bringing his pet back from the dead. Armed with vicious clawed gloves and a haunting cat mask, Ted descends into a nightmare of obsession and murder, but amid all his carnage, he meets Claire, a young woman mourning her own lost cat. And their shared sorrow sparks a bond that blurs the line between love and menace. This kind of reminds me of Bloodletting a little bit. Same kind of vibe of like two psycho killers coming together. Psycho killer. Also, you guys see Ciampa came back? AEW, Psycho Killer's back, man. I'm gonna get this for sure. This is definitely something I have seen before. And I've definitely I don't think I have the DVD. I don't, but I've definitely almost picked this up before. So I'm gonna add this to my cart. I want this one. Unless I could get the DVD for cheap. I don't know. I don't know if I need the Blu-ray on this, but all right. So we've got 3 titles in my cart right now, and then I want to check out Dead of Night as well. Okay. This is going pretty quick. Also, Wayne Spitzer's Dead of Night, the complete series from VH Shitfest. Again, VH Shitfest is an awesome company. I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups with a lot of the dudes from them. They're great. They're very super chill, super good people. The movies have been kind of hit or miss for me. I have a couple titles from them. But let's see what we got. Dead of Night. Ooh, Eyeball and Worms. Hello, I saw you tonight. I don't know what this thing is, but it looks cool. That's CGI. Let's see. Welcome to Victorville, a town where interdimensional flux core portals open a daily and a menagerie of dangerous creatures crawl through them. Join Victor Corporation Enforcement Officer Status and AK as they protect Victorville from dinosaurs, killer robots, golems, basilisks, sleegax, golden balls, drainers, the Drolic, and much more. I gotta see the trailer for this. Do they have a trailer? Is it one movie? 300 minutes combined. 6 short films. So maybe there's like one main movie and then a bunch of like other stuff. Interesting. I'm gonna throw this one in my cart. I might get this. This is kind of cool. All right. I think that's it as far as what I'm looking at. Right. I'm not gonna get banished. Bleeder looked interesting. Not gonna get the penis movie. Not gonna get that. There's a penis right here. What's this? The Accidental Getaway Driver? No, I'm not gonna get that. So I got the Wild Eye title. I've got Dead of Night. These 4 right here are the 4 I'm getting, or the 4 I have in my cart. I'll probably end. Oh, what is it? The Bleeding Skull I want to check out too. And Hoagie. What's Hoagie? Oh man, there's a lot of stuff I'm interested in this month. Oh, and the Shudder release, Out Come the Wolves. I gotta tell you guys, I just picked up. I just did a trade with the dude on a Facebook group. I'm making a full video. I picked up like 70 DVDs from this dude. It was a trade. And I gave him a couple of like limiteds that I had doubles on. I gave him like the Trick or Treat limited. And I gave him my my double of Radioactive Reporter, because I had extras on both those. And I traded for like 70 DVDs. It was like those 2 and like one other like title. And it was like 30 Shudder DVDs. And this wasn't in there, but I have a whole shit ton of Shudder movies coming in that I'm really excited about. Because most of these Shudder titles, they put on DVD. I'm sure there's a DVD of this. But Out Come the Wolves. Let's see what we got. It's like Wolfhard. At a remote cabin deep in the wilderness, a weekend of hunting turns to mayhem and a fight for survival when a pack of wolves attack a man. Yeah, see, there's no like, it doesn't feel like there's any like supernatural in this. I'll probably pass on this. But let me see if there was a DVD. Out Come the Wolves DVD. Yeah, see, there is a DVD. I mean, you get it for like $11, so that's probably the route I would go if I wanted to get it. But I don't think I'm going to get it. And then I wanted to check out Hoagie. What is Hoagie? All right, this thing's selling fast, man. Hoagie. Let's see what we got. Yeah, there's a new outlet, man. I think Art Label's it has to be a new label. I don't think I've ever seen Art before. A mysterious egg contains an impish creature who can grant great power for good or evil. Brendan Bean, a kindly family man, finds himself face to face with a bizarre creature, and before long, a friendship for the ages develops. Meanwhile, the depraved Benny Piazza leads his deranged militia on a violent quest to reclaim the magical homunculi. The hell is this? Ooh, goopy latex practical effects. Hell yeah. It's a 2025 film. Is there a trailer here? This looks cool. Let's see what we got.
Brendan Bean had it all. A simple life.
I like the filter that they're using already.
Startle me, you little brat.
Hi, Dad.
Beautiful kids.
I love you beautiful kids so much.
A loving wife.
Don't work too hard, Brendan.
And a wonderful new home.
As you can see, April and I have been hard at work getting things settled.
But soon, his world was going to turn upside down when an uninvited guest was a little more than Brendan bargained for.
Are you for real?
It's giving me Psycho Gorman vibes.
I can say without a doubt that this creature does not exist within the known fossil record.
We will move on Brendan Bean, and then we will collect my hoagie, and your names will be written in history.
You and me, Hoagie, we're friends.
I got a $100 gift card to claim jumpers to whoever captures that beast.
So this kind of camp is definitely my vibe. I feel like I gotta get this on the practical effect alone. Again, big time Psycho Gorman vibe for.
Hoagie. Hazelwood Productions and Philpott Family Films
Probably gonna be terrible, but I
invite you into a world
have no choice.
of whimsy
Calling to me
and
calling
delight.
me in. Hoagie is calling me.
Everyone?
I have to get it. I'm
Me
getting
Hoagie.
Hoagie. Hoagie's going in the cart. I'm such a sucker. Oh man, not feeling too great, guys. Yeah, that one's going in the cart immediately. How much are left on these? Badass slipcover on that too. 274 left. Yeah, it's going to the cart right now. Let's see if that updated. How many are left? 261. Slipcover is almost half sold out. Also, we got five people hanging out. Guys, all you that are here, if you could hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. Any of you guys grabbing Hoagie? That looks badass, dude. I'm all about the practical effects. All about it. It looks badass. I'm grabbing this for sure. Recent movie, 2025. Hoagie. All right. I think that's it, man. I think that's everything I want. Is there anything else I want to check out? Oh yeah, the Bleeding Skull title. And then I'll kind of take you guys through my cart, and then we'll call it a day, man. But let's see. We got La Foyes, Mertures, and the films of Antoine Pelletier. Bleeding Skull is great. Bleeding Skull is an awesome indie label. They put out some awesome stuff over the years. So definitely, I love Bleeding Skull. The films of Antoine Pelletier. Is it a French film? Oh yeah, this looks awesome. This looks awesome. Okay. Damn, this one is sold over 500 copies already. It's probably gonna sell out today. 539 copies. It's sold already. This is going in the cart immediately. So again, like this is looking. I have 6 things in my cart. This is looking like a big month. Big month. So like, you know, let's say I save $10 a title. You know, the subscription's coming in hot. Let's see what this is. A Window to the Spectral World, the work of Antonio Pellissier, a physician by day and horror maestro by night, is the underground answer to Jean Rollin. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Faye Moritures and the films of Antoine Pellissier, the two-disc set that presents Pellissier's complete filmography for the first time on home video. From dreamlike slasher Faye Moritures to gore-soaked epic Maleficia, these handcrafted art horrors from France are heavenly discoveries for discerning horror heads. All right, so you got the disc one. See, like this is super cool, man. And I like that they're all kind of short. Let's watch the trailer. Again, they didn't pull it off. Like, this is really mad and make you want to get it. Again, like I think one of the movies was like a little longer, but the rest of them are like under 48 minutes. So they're kind of shorts. You know, listen, the trailer will probably be the best thing about it, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna throw it in my cart. Because I like supporting Bleeding Skull. I think they do awesome stuff. They've done some awesome releases over the years. So let's throw this in the cart. Oh, I already added the cart. Okay. 6 things, man. I have 6 things in my cart. Was that everything? I think Hoagie, Flies, Mertudis. Not gonna get the Wolves. Fangs Dance. No. Sumo Do, Sumo Don't. I'm not gonna do Unspeakable. I think that's it, man. I think so. I got all right. I think that's everything. Let me just see if there's any new new VHS by any chance. Probably not. But I like checking out the VHS stuff. No new VHS. I also want to check the pink line, see what those are down to, because I want to get those eventually. Let's see what these are down to. 763. I'm gonna wait. I mean, that's gonna hang around for at least till May, so I'll probably grab that during that sale. I think that's it, man. Let me head over to my cart. So I got 6 things, man. So we got Faiz Mertures, we got Hoagie, Dead of Night, Catsick Blues, Deadwood Park, and Embalmer. So listen, yeah, I mean, for a subscriber, like I got to do the math, but I'm saving a lot of money, man. The subscription pays off. So I'm gonna after I get off, I'm gonna kind of like make sure I'm going to go through all that and kind of make some final decisions. But I think I'm getting all 6 of those. So let me give you guys something fun here. What do we got?
We have such sights to show you.
I also love how Jordan's comment's still up there. There's a penis right here, and it's just the Hellraiser with the box. So anyway, yeah, that's it, man. I'm hyped, man. I think this is a great month, a great month, great partner month, great Vinegar Syndrome mainline month. I think January and February were both kick ass, man. I really do. So yeah, that's it. I know some of you guys are waiting on the giveaway winner. I promise you I'm gonna give that out. I'm just super sick right now. I gotta go back to those comments. I promise you I will get that that giveaway winner out this week. My beard's looking absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. I gotta trim it. And yeah, that's it, man. So we had I think like 7 people at one point. We got 5 right now. Hit that like button, guys. Appreciate y'all. Next goal is 1,000 subs. But that's a wrap on February Vinegar Syndrome subscribe drops. I strongly recommend Demonwarp. I think the mainline stuff is sick this month. I really do. I'm really excited for all 3 of those titles. And yeah, we're gonna call it a day. Enjoy your Sundays, hang out. Your boy Miles out. I'll catch you later. Peace.